Over 40,000 people died on Saipan during World War II. Takeo Sato was not one of them. His unit was stationed up north in the Marpi area, and as the Americans approached, like many others, he took refuge in a cave. Sato and his unit hid for almost a month before an explosive device, perhaps from a ship, hit their hideout. The entrance to it collapsed right on top of Sato. He was knocked senseless. Sato says he knew that he would be killed. He just didn't know when.
これはもう最後だと思ってるから、いつどう死ぬかは別としてね、思ってたから、そんなことで助かるだろうかどうだろうか、その後考える暇ないです。
But Sato was not killed. Hours later, when a crew came by, they found the stunned soldier. When he awoke, he was a prisoner of war, and his captor, John Rich, spoke Japanese. It was the odd beginning of what has become a 60-year friendship.
When I first saw him on the truck with the others, I realized he was an unusual man from the time we started. I said, "Are there any officers here?" in Japanese, and he replied in English. Our first exchange was upside down. I was speaking Japanese, spoke back English. He says, I am a captain. Took him back, and we sat for a couple of hours, as he said, the sun going down, and we talked about everything, everything about Japan, international affairs, which he'd known very much about. And we realized we had a very intelligent and a wonderful man.
Sato was soon sent to Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, to a POW camp where the two met again.
Interrogate prison. I went right out to the prison camp. Where is Takeo? And he came up, and I would go out daily, and we'd have these wonderful 1-2 hour talks about everything.
In February of 1946, the war was over, but Sato was still a POW. His family in Japan thought he was dead.
And when I got there, I got a Jeep, managed to get a Jeep and drove out to Fujisawa where his family was. And I remember we parked and I was trying to find a way in. Little girls in wooden clogs led me up this little narrow street into the house. His mother was there and his younger brother, who was then a college student. And I went inside and they had his picture draped in black. He'd already had his posthumous Buddhist name, so they thought, assumed he was dead.
In November of 1946, Sato finally came home to Japan, and Rich stayed there, taking a job with NBC. They have remained friends ever since, raising children together, enjoying their grandchildren. Rich turns 87 this year. Sato turns 86. When they first met in Saipan, in that cave, they were both single. 60 years later, they returned to a cave with their wives.
And I think, I don't know, maybe there's a lesson in this, I don't know, but wars end, and people can get along together if you treat them right.